Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On today's video, it's just nothing but sadness. I ain't gonna lie. Let's just get straight to the point. What is next for Israel Adesanya? I ain't gonna lie. I want to first do a review about this fight and say that nobody can sit here and say that Israel Adesanya is washed. He, like I said from my other video about talking about his IQ, he's still very, very good fighter. He did really great during this fight, during the beginning. At this point, it's about his mentality. I'm not going to lie. And someone who's been watching Izzy before I even started training myself in martial arts and combat sports, as a martial artist, as myself, I can claim, if you're losing fights, losing matters. You know? Like, yeah, you're the greatest of all time. You know, you've done your thing. But when you lose fights, it affects you. Not just you, it affects your record. And it does truly matter. And, like, this fight right here really just shows that, in my personal opinion, I feel like the UFC should cut Izzy now, only for his own sake and for his own health and for sake being. Because if they don't, this man is going to continuously keep fighting. And I feel like he's going to continuously keep losing if he continues this type of mentality that he's having right now. Now, obviously, I love and I respect Izzy. I am actually one of the biggest Israel Adesanya fans. You can say that. I don't care. You know, I have a lot of love for this man, a lot of respect for him. And I just don't want to see this continuously keep happening to him. I'm going to be honest, y'all. Like, this was a fight that he could have won if he would have just stayed on his game plan and not tried to make this a dogfight. And he did exactly what I said he shouldn't do, get aggressive with Joe Pyfer. And that's why Joe Pyfer was able to get the finish. If he would have just played it smart, continued using the low kicks, continued stuffing his takedowns, mixing up his striking, you know, with kicks, punches, he could have knocked Joe Pyfer out, in my personal opinion. If you were watching the fight, you know, as it was going into, I believe it got stopped during the second round, I believe. He was doing really great. And then he just said, fuck it, you know, stuff with the love. But it's like, this point in this man's career, I just don't see a point in him continuing. I'm going to be honest. I genuinely don't see a point. Like, what does he gain from continuously fighting? Genuinely. Like, what does he gain? Absolutely nothing. You lost to someone not even in the top 5, you know? The UFC was trying to give Izzy an opportunity to bounce back from his losses because, as we've seen from all of his fights, except for the only fight that he got dominated in, which was him fighting against Sean Strickland, that he still has it. He still got it. But at the end of the day, with everything that he is continuously doing, I low-key feel like he could end up like Tony Ferguson. I'm going to keep it a bean. I ain't going to lie. Because he still thinks and believes in his head that he can go out there and stand and bang with anyone. And after a certain age and after so many fights, you can't keep doing that. You can't try to go out there and dirty box or just dirty fight with everybody. It just doesn't work. Now, yes, against lower-level opponents, he may have the opportunity to be able to do that. Anyone in the top 10, top 15, that is just a dumb idea. And he still continues doing the same things. Like, we really didn't see his boxing defense really change up. Still doing that pullback with leaving his hands fully out. And it doesn't seem like his team is really going out there and letting him know, like, hey, you need to change this, that, and the third. Like, you've been fighting like this and been doing this for so many years. So that certain fighters, after following a certain fighting style, there's certain things that they won't change. But it's like, bro, like, so much footage of you fighting that people and opponents, future opponents, can watch. And they know your weaknesses. Like, now, he needs to go back to the drawing board, actually have his team do some film study, look at his weaknesses. We already know what they are. Look at what he needs to work on, fix them. Next time he goes out there and fight, actually stick to the goddamn game plan and don't switch shit up, astaghfirullah, sorry y'all, I genuinely have to like cuss and crash out because it pisses me off, especially when it comes to athletes, especially in combat sports, where you know that all it takes is 1 second for your whole career to change. You should be able to make those adjustments. It's been a whole year since the last time he fought. A whole year. I still remember the last time he fought. I was in school during this time period. I didn't even get the chance to even watch the fight. I don't even remember what I was doing that day. I know that he fought on a Saturday, and it was actually morning time or midday, and I fell asleep midday. I was busy, but I know for a fact when I woke up, I watched the clip, and I seen him get clipped. But even then, that fight, you know, it is what it is. Imavov caught him, you know, and Imavov is just a really good fighter. I'm not gonna lie. I already knew about Nasruddin Imavov. I just never really did no research on him like that. And to be honest, I didn't really know who to even choose for that fight when it did originally happen. But it's like, bro, like this time there's no excuses. And even then, like I said, I'm not making no excuses for any of his losses. He lost. It is what it is. But this time, you can't really say anything at all. You can't say nothing. And I'm just done. That's all I can say. I'm not going to sit here, defend for somebody who's not even really trying to do what they need to do in order to win. What I'm going to say is that at this point, either A, Izzy should just focus on retiring, focus on his life outside of fighting, because outside of fighting, he's doing really good for himself. He has so many career opportunities that he can get into. I heard that he got into DJing for someone. A lot of stuff, honestly, you know, dancing, social media. I mean, shoot, y'all, exactly what I'm doing right now, posting YouTube content about the stuff that I'm interested in, the stuff that I love. And at this point, I feel like he just either A, needs to go back to the drawing board, fix up on those mistakes, come back and actually start fighting good. Just fight maybe just a couple more times and retire, or just flat out retire and just focus on everything else outside of just fighting. Because, bro, like, this fighting game is a young man's sport. He's not young. He's 36. And there's consequences to getting into that ring, regardless if you're boxing, MMA, kickboxing, Muay Thai, any forms of striking. I'm only talking about striking. I'm not talking about any other combat sports. You can lose your life in there, or you can have your whole life changed, all with one simple punch. And I don't know, bro, genuinely. Now, Joe Pyfer, congrats to him, respect to him. At the end of the day, I hope that Joe Pyfer does end up going real far into the division. Is he ever going to become champion? Hell no. I don't see that happening. Not with all the contenders that are up there that are actually really good. I do see him maybe possibly being able to move up maybe in the rankings. Maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of iffy because a lot of them fighters are really good. But champion, no. Not while Hamza's around. And even then, Nasruddin Imavov being there, yeah, nah, hell no. I just don't see that happening anytime soon at all. But yeah, outside of that, you know, I pray for both men. I pray that they are able to do good for themselves within their career. And I pray that Izzy actually starts taking this seriously and, you know, actually tries to change something. Because if he doesn't, it's up for him, you know. He's done for. He's messed himself up completely. But outside of that, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You know, this video was not really easy for me to make. I ain't gonna lie. Like, seeing Izzy going out there and doing what he did, it pissed me off. Me and my homeboy, actually, we were both watching the fight, and we were both like saying, "Oh yeah, he finna knock him out," and then, boom, Izzy just messed up and got taken down and got TKO'd, got stopped. But outside of that, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You know, I'm going to get back into posting content more consistently, like I've already told y'all. I'm getting back to it. There's a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting back into training again more consistently. Even outside of just school stuff, even though I'm not in school right now currently, I'm locking in with my career. I don't even know if y'all know this, but I am a I won't say computer nerd, but my degree that I'm going for, it's a bachelor's in computer information and systems, and I'm currently working towards, certain career things. And inshallah, if Allah allows me to, within the next couple months, I should be able to start working at home. And if that does happen, where I am able to start working at home, content finna go up to a whole nother level. I need to post some boxing content for y'all. It's been a while. I just want to let y'all know I love y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.